When you reach out to help someone who may be suffering. October 8th, 2014. Many of you are aware of my story of battling with prostate cancer over the past 16 months. I have chosen to do this battle with alternative treatment to the customary surgery, chemotherapy, and/or radiation. I am doing this because my research has indicated that the long-term effects of surgery, chemo, or radiation, along with the side effects of prescription medications which are required to compensate for the loss of our natural hormones, which are destroyed by surgery, chemo, or radiation, are just something which I was not comfortable going through. My battle became a bit more forceful and successful just over a month ago when I started taking cannabis sativa seed oil capsules. Within 2 weeks, I noticed that my urine stream was flowing much more readily than previously. I also had a side benefit in that my shoulder pain was greatly reduced when sleeping on my side. All in all, a win-win situation as far as I was concerned. To top it off, I went to see my naturopath in St. Albert 1 week ago today, and he informed me that he could detect no signs of any live cancer cells in my body. Of course, I shared that story on Facebook last week, and since then have been inundated with requests for more information. The result of all this is now I'm a distributor for the medical marijuana capsules. I say this not to advertise, but to bring you to the next step in my story. One of my friends commented on how she was in so much pain from fibromyalgia that she couldn't even allow her daughter to touch her skin, as the pain was more than she could bear. Last Thursday, I supplied her with a bottle of medical marijuana, which is totally legal in Canada, since it has less than 10 parts per million of THC, the hallucinogen component of marijuana. These capsules average between 1.5 and 3 parts per million THC, and thus do not trigger any tests for mind-altering drugs. 2 days later, I received a message of thanks from her that the pain was already substantially less. Great news! In addition, I have been in contact with Facebook friend Crystal Zatorsky for some time now, and she's been filling me in on how tough it is to deal with the pain of living with lupus. I have prayed for Crystal so that the pain would be reduced to a level which will still allow her to function as normally as possible. In fact, I sent her a private message on Saturday and suggested that she may want to try the cannabis sativa seed oil capsules. That very night, she just happened to be in so much pain from a procedure that her doctor conducted to try and ease her pain that she told me she didn't know whether to cry or vomit. She was willing to try anything except steroids or prescription medicine because of the potential side effects. We agreed to meet at her uncle's place just outside of McKay on Sunday. Crystal said she would start taking the capsules using the same amount that worked for me, 3 capsules with breakfast and 3 capsules with supper. When I got home from work this evening, here is the private message I received from Crystal in her own words. After a bit of a chat, she suggested that I could share this story on Facebook so that people could associate a real name with real results. After double-checking with her, I did get permission to use her name and her message exactly as she wrote it to me. PM I received from Crystal Zatorsky. She is a certified emergency medical services technician with Edmonton Health Services Ambulances. John, you are a lifesaver. I took 3 pills when I got home Sunday night before bed, and when I woke up, my knee was still quite painful, but given the trauma, it was to be expected. But the rest of my body was pain-free, and my energy levels were up. This is unusual for me, because if I push myself, it's usually a 2-day recovery to just be able to function. By Tuesday, my knee was totally pain-free, even with the swelling and bruise. I cleaned my entire house, which I never do in one day because cleaning the floors causes me terrible lower back pain and I don't have the energy. I woke up this morning pain-free and felt fantastic. I even carried all the laundry downstairs, cleaned it, and back upstairs to put away. I will admit I was skeptical at first because nothing seemed to be helping, but this works. I will never be able to thank you enough. There may not be a cure for lupus, but you have given me back my life without the use of steroids or painkillers. Sending you many hugs of thanks. My friends, the Lord provides us with everything we need as long as we are patient and willing to pray.